Hello Millwall fans, Paul Eiffel here. It's time for Chat with Chaps.
Hello Millwall fans. Good news, we've got an exclusive coming from our very own Dan Marsh that Millwall are working on a deal for Brentford defender Tristan Crama. So he's a 23-year-old centre-half and it's going to be a permanent signing, and he's impressed whilst on loan with Exeter City this season. So I'm not going to lie, I hadn't heard of him before this news broke. So I've done a little bit of digging, so hopefully I learn and you can learn something along the way as well. So as I said, 6'4", centre half, 23 years old, good age. Started his career in France with Béziers before he got picked up at the age of 18 to sign for Brentford. And he's been there, I think, 4 years now, coming up 5 years. And to start with, initially, he said he's struggled with learning the language and settling in, but he's obviously progressively got better and better. Last season, went on loan to League One Bristol Rovers, and kind of his breakthrough season, managed, as you can see below, 27 games. And then already since 31st of July last year, he signed for Exeter on loan, again in League One. He's managed to get 22 appearances and 3 goals. So, centre-half, do we need a centre-half? Yes, I'm actually really happy with this, because I feel like, I know we've got Coops and I know we've got Jaff, but we do need someone else in there where if we do pick up an injury, a suspension, a loss of form, any of the above, that we've got someone that can slot in. And who knows, he might end up taking over one of their places. It won't be Jaff's, and that's not being harsh on Coops. I love Coops. But as we look through a few bits, you'll see, I think he's got things in his locker that others haven't, and vice versa. So I've got a feeling we're going to have a good mix here. So this is some of his stats from this season at Exeter. And I thought, actually, astonishingly, tackles 13. As you can see, the bar from red, orange, green, that's where the percentile is. Obviously, the green is where they're some of the highest numbers in the league, and the red is the lowest. So tackles 1 is actually quite a lot of, not a lot of tackles, apologies. So he's not actually winning a lot of tackles. But if you look at the other important areas, the aerial duels 1 is up there, interceptions, recoveries are ridiculously high. They're in the 90th percentile. So he seems to me like someone who's going to read the game well, and kind of intercept rather than having to put a tackle in. And when you come across to his passing statistics, I think this is where it obviously shows why we're bringing him in. Alex Neil has mentioned, before I go on to it, that he wants to kind of get a bit more progressive style of play. And he has even mentioned in the interviews, he said about, I don't know if anyone else noticed, that about we passed it around the back 3 times, and then we're playing the long diagonal balls. So if you've got someone who can do that, which it looks like from these statistics he can, he's had, I think it was a 93% for successful passes, pass accuracies up there. Long ball accuracy is very high as well, which is a big deal because obviously we are quite a direct team. Dribble success, I mean, I'm sure he doesn't dribble that much, but again, below that, the touches, 1,596 now. What that means to us, that doesn't really matter, does it? But he's obviously comfortable on the ball, and I do think he's going to help us progress the ball up the pitch. And it won't be as easy for the opposition to kind of set traps to when the ball comes across to, say, a Coops. They seem to kind of trap then and they go. And that's obviously when we are going more direct and we do seem to turn the ball over. Interestingly as well, touches in the opposition box. So he's obviously quite a threat at set pieces, because I don't think they've been playing him up front every now and then. So, yeah, so I will come back to that later, but he's obviously a threat at set pieces as well. So Tristan Crama. There's a picture of me answering the phone to obviously Steve Gallen to come in. What's the fee? So we don't know is the honest answer. It's going to be undisclosed. It's the kind of signing that I feel makes sense going forward. You're not going to, if it's an obvious person out there that you think we should sign, we're probably not going to sign them. This is another one that's gone under the radar. Everyone was talking about Josh Lowe at Wickham. A lot of championship teams are in for him, but we've obviously gone down a different route, and we think this guy fits the bill. I will say as well, he scored a couple of goals this season. He scored 3 goals. A couple of things I noticed. So for 2 of them, he's actually attacking the near post at corners. So this is last month against Wickham, running to the near post in a great header. He's got a very good leap on him by all means. And yeah, great header. And even better, before that, he scored running near post corner against Charlton, and they beat the Anoraks 1-0. So he doesn't lose to the Anoraks either, which is just a bonus, which he'll fit in nicely here. So with our set pieces, obviously, Cooper likes to go towards the back. So if this guy is ever in the team and attacking at the front post, I do think it offers us something else going forward. Interestingly enough, he actually plays in a free for Exeter. I'm not sure if he did for Bristol Rovers. I couldn't find that information quick enough. But yeah, he's kind of played in the centre of a back three and on the left of a back three. So I'm not saying that's what we are going to do. I don't think we will just change formation, to be honest, but it's nice to have that option. And also, like I said, if he does need to stand in for a Cooper or for Jaff, if Jaff gets injured or suspended, then yeah, we've got someone that can come in with different attributes to what we have already. He is from League One, so will he take time like Aziz, like Jensen? We don't know, but the beauty of that is we do have Jaff and we have Tanganga already waiting. And I feel like he's a good signing, good age, big guy, good on the ball. I mean, what more could you ask for, to be honest? So I'm excited to see him play. And yeah, it's just, if the deal comes over the line, I'm pretty sure it will happen. When Dan Marsh tweets something, normally it's close. He doesn't get his stuff wrong. So hopefully you're as excited as I am. And yeah, this breaking news makes your day a bit better. Might even be another signing today. Who knows? But until then, bye for now.